What is up, guys? It is your favorite talker Lotus here today, and welcome back to the Nerd Corner. And in today's video, we're just gonna have a little chat. Alright, today you're gonna learn a little bit more about your boy Lotus, and even though this is mainly directed towards the newer subscribers we have here on the channel, and by the way, there's quite a bit. We've gained over 100 subscribers in like 3 days. That's awesome. But yeah, even though this is directed towards most of the newer subscribers, I feel like even if you've been here for a while, there's still some information in here that you might be interested to know and that you didn't know already, and you'll get to know me a little bit better as a person. So where do I begin? Yeah, I'll probably have some Xenoverse 2 footage going on in the background because this video is mainly about Xenoverse 2, but it'll be about me as it pertains to the game. So yeah, we'll get into it. I'll explain. Okay, so first off, over the course of the last 3, maybe 4 days now, we've gained over 100 subscribers here at the Nerd Corner. And now, why is that? Because that's usually what I gain in like a month and a half, even 2 months. That's how long it usually takes me to gain like 100 subscribers. Reason for this sudden spike is because I was featured in a video on Rhymestyle's channel. If you're a new subscriber, you already know that. That's how you found me, right? That's why you're here. But if you don't know that, well, now you know. But if you don't know who Rhymestyle is, well, he is a Dragon Ball YouTuber. He has over 400,000 subscribers. He's huge. He's the biggest one doing it for Dragon Ball right now on YouTube. He's the go-to guy for so many things, but in particular, he is the guy to go to for Dragon Ball video games. So he's someone I look up to, he's someone I admire, someone whose content I really enjoy, someone I follow on Twitter and I get to talk to from time to time whenever he responds. He recently sent out a tweet that was asking people to give him their PSN so that they could participate in this kind of experimental video he was doing for Xenoverse 2. And of course, I jumped at the opportunity and I was like, yo, here's my name, shoot me that invite. And he did. I didn't know what exactly I was getting myself into, but I saw it as an opportunity to showcase my skills and get to play with him, but I didn't know where it was going. I just jumped at the opportunity, and I'm so glad that I did. So this ended up being a video where he and SeeReax, another really awesome Dragon Ball YouTuber who deserves 10 times more subscribers than he has. But yeah, they did some commentary while a bunch of us other people that Rhymestyle invited into the endless fought it out. We duked it out, and they did live commentary, kind of like a sports shoutcasting type of thing. You know what it is? Like it was ESPN or something. It was really tight, almost like it was a tournament or something. It was cool. And not only was I fortunate enough to take part in this experiment and be in this video, but I dominated, right? I won every single fight in the video. I was the champion. I went undefeated. I looked like I was the king of the court, you know what I'm saying? And it was awesome. I went in there, I was hyped, right? I was like, yo, this is my chance. This is my time to get some exposure. This is, my chance, my opportunity to showcase my skills, show everybody what I got. Something like that. Now, it's not to say I went super try-hard mode, because I only used one character and I really only stuck with one combo that kind of just works for me, which some people had a problem with, but for the most part I got tons of praise and so many gracious and amazing comments. It was amazing, and everybody gassed me up and hyped me up, and my head was the size of Megamind by the time I was done scrolling through the comment section on that video. But it was great, especially after hearing all the amazing feedback that Rhymestyle and SeeReax gave me, and all the awesome things they were saying while I was playing the game. It was awesome, right? So yeah, I was featured in that video, and since then, like, we've gained a bunch of subscribers. I've gotten a ton of messages on Twitter and on PSN, so many friend requests, and so many people challenging me and saying that they want to fight me, and that's all well and good. I love it. It's really awesome. The only problem is, and it's not really a problem, it's just something that I feel like should be addressed, because I don't want anyone to feel like I'm leaving them hanging or anything like that, is that I've been flooded, right? I feel overwhelmed. I'm a regular dude. I'm not used to this yet. This is all new to me. So I can't even imagine what it's like for people like Rhymestyle and SeeReax who have thousands of subscribers. But like, I can't get back to everybody. This is this is too much for me. You guys know, if you've been subscribed to me, you know when I upload a video, I respond to every single comment. I make it a point to respond to everybody, because I feel like there's no reason why I shouldn't. I'm not too big to where I can't read every single comment. I've got the time. So I do it, right? And then on Twitter, I try to respond to every single person. But over these last few days, it's just been, they've come swarming in. I've gotten so many people invite me to stuff, challenge me, and want to fight me. And I try to get back to as many people as I can, but I just can't keep up. I can't get back to everybody. So for that, I do really apologize. Another thing I want to point out is that there are certain people who I didn't get back to for particular reasons, and those reasons are, I don't like 2v2s, I don't like 3v3s, so I don't really want to participate in any of those. I've already finished every parallel quest. I've 100% of the parallel quest, so I have no reason to really play those, and I don't like them in the first place, so I also don't accept invites to parallel quests. And I'm also not a big fan of expert missions. I haven't beaten all the expert missions, but I just don't really care to do them. There's nothing I really need in terms of like super moves or anything as far as I know from the expert missions, so I'm not really too worried about that. So although it's awesome that everybody wants to play with me, I can't get back to everybody. And when I play Xenoverse 2, only thing that I really care about in terms of playing online is 1v1. That's my thing. That's what I'm into. Mano y mano, one-on-one. We duke it out in the ring. We throw these hands. One of us gonna catch it, right? So you know what it is. So yeah, if you want to play with me, yeah, your best bet is just to hit me up, see if I'm down to play, and then I'll invite you to a 1v1. That's usually how it's gonna go. That's how it's gone with everyone I've played with. That's usually how it's gonna go. And I'm all over the place in this video, so if it goes on for quite some time, I do apologize, but please just bear with me. So yeah, another thing is that I do apologize, but this is just something that I just can't bear with. I can't deal with it. I think we can all agree that a 1 or 2 bar connection is completely unplayable. Nobody wants to deal with that, and I especially don't want to deal with that. I'm way too competitive, short-tempered, and just, you know, I can't deal with it. If I get into a glitchy and laggy game, I get really pissed off really quick, especially if I lose because my combos start dropping or hit detection is all over the place and just things aren't connecting the way they should. It's really infuriating. It's just not something I want to deal with, and I don't want anyone else to deal with it either. And that's no fun for me, and I don't imagine it's fun for anyone else to experience a match like that. Like, I wouldn't even want to fight someone like Rhymestyle or SeeReax or something like that if it's a 1 or 2 bar connection. Like, we'd have to restart it or something, like, because it just can't go down like that. 9 times out of 10, if I fight somebody on a 3 bar connection, by the end of the fight, it's dropped down to a 1 or 2 bar. And there have been so many fights, the majority of the fights where I accept 3 bars, that it glitches and lags around like midway through, and then by the end of the fight, when I get back into the lobby, I'm like, yeah, that explains it. Their connection dropped to a 2 bar halfway through the fight. And if you've ever played with me before and you've gotten kicked out of my lobby, odds are that's why. Or if you've gotten kicked immediately before I even ready up, it's because of your internet connection. That's like the #1 reason why I'll kick anybody out. If it's anything other than that, it's probably just because you were spamming or something like that in the fight. Win or lose, I kick people out if they're playing cheesy. That's just me. So yeah, there's that. I just can't play under certain conditions, you feel me? Like, I play the game to have fun, and I can't have fun under certain conditions, alright? So it just is what it is. This is how it's gonna be. Another thing I want to point out is that even though I won every fight in that video, I don't want anyone to think that like I'm really amazing at the game. I know it's awesome that so many people think I'm so good at the game now. That was the goal. Like, I did want to look good, of course, in front of everybody, but I'm not one of the best. I'm really not. I mean, when it comes to people like Neo God Goku, UT Gohan, Rhymestyle, SeeReax, Afro Senju, and Dakuba, Phantom Elisa, guys like that, like I'm not on their level. I'm really not. In fact, if you want to know an interesting little tidbit, 2 days ago I got to play UT Gohan in some player matches. It was around 10 games or so, maybe a few more. He stomped me into the ground every single game, back to back to back. I didn't stand a single chance. I've also lost every single time I played against Neo God Goku. I'm not the best. I don't even consider myself one of the best, and I don't want anyone to like put me on no pedestal, and I don't want anyone to think that I think I'm better than anybody, or that I put myself on some pedestal. I'm a pretty humble guy, or at least I try to be. I'd like to be as modest as possible, and even though it was really awesome hearing SeeReax and Rhymestyle give me so much praise and say such cool things about me, and then reading the comments section was, oh my god, it just gassed me up to infinity and beyond. But yeah, even though that's really cool and all, I just don't want to let it get to me and make me feel some type of way like I'm better than anybody, because I'm really not. I think I'm an above average player at best, but that's about it. I think like my online win ratio is like a 76%. To me, that's not that amazing. That's not that great. After over like 500 games, because I know UT Gohan, I checked his record after we played. He showed it to me, and he's got over 1,000 games played, and his win percentage is in the 90th percentile. So like that dude's insane, right? That's a really skilled player. He's a god, okay? So yeah, there's that. I think I've covered almost everything that I've really wanted to talk about in this video. One more thing that I want to mention is that, like I said, I mentioned earlier that I'm really competitive and short-tempered at times. So there's something that I feel needs to be addressed in this video, and that's because I'm human, right? And sometimes we get worked up. We all have moments where we get angry, especially me when it comes to a fighting game, because I feel like if you're playing a fighting game, you get worked up, like you get competitive. That's just the nature of the game, right? But for me, sometimes I'm competitive to a fault, and even though I usually don't let any type of negativity or hating or trolling or anything like that get to me, and if somebody sends me like hate mail in my PSN, I usually just ignore it. But There are rare occasions where you'll catch me in a bad mood or just on the wrong day, and if you trash talk me, I'll trash talk your ass back. So this is just something to take note of, right? You come at me sideways, you better be prepared to have your life roasted in half, alright? Because you catch me at the wrong time, I will slay your life. I really will. Usually I just ignore it, right? Because that type of shit don't usually faze me, okay? But Lotus gonna keep it a buck with you, alright? So we just gonna keep it gully real quick, okay? 9 times out of 10, if you come at me sideways with any type of negativity or bullshit, I'ma just shrug it off, okay? Because I really don't care. I ain't got time for all that. But if you catch me at the right or wrong moment, depending on how you look at it, you just might catch these cyber hands, okay? I will verbally abuse you back into your mother's womb, okay? Okay. So now that that's out of the way, I just want to say that I'm not the type. I don't try to play the tough guy or anything like that. But sometimes I do get pissed off, and there are rare occasions where I do let the hate, or not really the hate, but the trolls or whatever get to me. So there have been times in the past where, or even just recently, where somebody will say something stupid to me in my PSN, and then I'll respond, and then it'll turn into an argument, and I'll get worked up and say some stuff, and just end up blocking the person. And I don't want that to be a continuing thing. It's something I definitely have to work on as a person. I know that I'm short-tempered, so it's something that I know I have to manage, and I've gotten better with it over the years, but that's just something to also take note of. I'm genuinely and generally a very laid-back, very chill, cool, carefree type of dude, right? I play the game to have fun. I want to win, but win or lose, I just like to have a good fight. So, like, I had a blast playing against UT Gohan, and he spanked me, right? Like, yo, I didn't stand a chance, but it was great playing with somebody that was that skilled, so it just is what it is. So, yeah. I think that's just about everything. I think I can wrap this up. So, big thanks and shout out to Rhymestyle and SeeReax. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to the next Conton City Gauntlet video. Whenever we do that, he said it was an experiment. And he wasn't sure if there would be another one, but after the feedback that the first video got, I'm pretty sure there will be another one, and then I'll be in the second one. So stay tuned for that. All of you guys, look out to see me in that one. I don't think I'll use Bardock at all in that one, just so I can prove some of the haters wrong. I think I'll change the game and just use a different character this time around, just to see if I can shake things up. So we'll see how that goes. So if you're here for Xenoverse 2 content, look no further. I do have some unique and interesting Xenoverse 2 videos that are coming to this channel that I haven't seen anyone else do, so stay tuned for those ideas. Those videos will be coming in the near future. And if you're a long-term subscriber and you're here for the manga and the anime, don't worry, it's here to stay. It'll always be here. Reviews, first impressions, topics, top 10s, discussions, all that stuff. It's here to stay. It'll be here. So no matter what you came for, it'll be here, alright? So, with that being said, that's pretty much all I have for today. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already so you guys can stay tuned for all the awesome content I'm bringing you. With all that being said, that's pretty much all I have for today, so I will catch you guys next time. Later.